وَوَصَّيْنَا الْإِنسَانَ بِوَالِدَيْهِ حَمَلَتْهُ أُمُّهُ وَهْنًا عَلَى وَهْنٍ وَفِصَالُهُ فِي عَامَيْنِ أَنِ اشْكُرْ لِي وَلِوَالِدَيْكَ إِلَيَّ الْمَصِيرُ. This verse from Surah Luqman is verse 14, and we are continuing with our discussion, the advice of Luqman to his son, and we will inshallah continue with it. So the first aspect we discussed is that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave him hikmah, wisdom, and he advised his son that he should be thankful to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and then do not do any shirk except any associates with Allah. Next to that is this advice about walidain, about our parents, and there are several places in the Qur'an that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala combines himself and respect and service to walidain, and this is one of them. And the translation by Abdullah Yusuf is, and we have enjoined on man to be good to his parents. In travail upon travail his mother bare him, and in years twain was his weaning. Hear the command, show gratitude to me and to your parents, and to me is your final goal. He has translated here man, actually it is wasainal insan. Insan is human race, and the al-rijal is when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wants to show the distinction between man and woman, uses al-rijal, and here he is talking walidain, insan, that applies to both men and women. That what is that enjoyment? That your mother has born you, and wahnan ala wahnin. Wahan is when you become feeble, when you become weak, when you go through the pain. So the pains that the mother goes 9 months, and then 2 years is the year in which she feeds, the breastfeeding that she does. And of course in that society, and still in many societies, women who do breastfeeding, they have to, it is not only of course a pleasure to be a mother, but there is a lot of pain, and men do not understand the pain that woman goes through, the period in which she bears the child, delivers the child, or feeds the child, does the breastfeeding. There was a kind of semi-humorous story that if men would know, if Allah would decide that to woman bears the child one time, and the second time would man, there won't be a third child, because the pain itself goes through, and of course there are rewards in anything that is creative. Is painful, but after the pain is the reward, and I think the greatest reward they have, that the child always attached to the mother. Last night I was with my grandchild Razan, he was playing with me, and when he became sleepy, he said, I want my mummy. I said, no, you stay with me, you have been playing basketball with me, now I will give you the bottle. I said, no, mummy. So my child, when he came, Rashid, from school, and he was 4 or 5, he said, mummy home? No, she is not here, shucks. And when she comes, he goes running that I have a star, so that the parents, father cannot even. And we know the famous hadith, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, when a sahabi came and he said, whom should I serve? He says, your mother. Second time he said, mother. Third time he said, mother. 4 times he kept on asking. He said, the father. So if he will go away after first, then fathers would not even be mentioned. It is not that father is not important, and here it is says walidain, that mother has done this, and so but he says that you be thankful to walidain, to the both parents, and of course be thankful to me. Why? Because the father also has a role and the role of the father, the greatest role that Sharia has enjoined, he is the supporter, he is the responsible, he is the protector. And therefore, it is a kind of unit in which men and women both work together to raise a family. And this is a very important thing, that that concept which is disappearing from the society, and this marriage has become a casual relationship, and people are living without the sacrament of marriage, or there are marriages between same-sex people and adopting of the children. So this is a kind of revolt, a ba'awat, from the natural law that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has prescribed, and is not only among the Muslims, among the Hindus and the Buddhists and the Chinese and Japanese and Jews and Christians. This has been a kind of sacred revelation of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, that a family which is a unit. Now, what are the rights of the parents? They are described in the Qur'an and the Hadith. One Hadith, perhaps you must have heard, Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam was descending from the, or ascending, I just forgetting, on the pulpit, and he said, go on to, saying that go be unto such and such person. And when he came out, people came to him, and one of the things he said, that those people who find their parents in old age and do not serve them. So go unto such people, because this is a kind of credit that we earn. That is the blessing of Allah. Like my mother passed away when she was 2.5 years. Still, there are rights that she has upon me. Then I had a stepmother, and I tried to serve her as I would serve my own mother. But of course, that motherhood, she suffered with pleurisy, and she knew that she won't survive. At that time, there was no treatment. She lived in Bijnor, she lived in Delhi, she lived in Ambata, and there are at least 2 or 3 dozen women who told me that she told that take care of Abid after I pass away. So this is the motherhood, and this is the love of the mother.